fall 2024 anime in a nutshell, and I've been watching a ton of anime lately. I've also filled up my shelf. I have all of Monster, all of Berserk, all of Vinland Saga twice. That's out. Parasite, Erased, Trigun, Hellsing, one-offs of every single show that I watch down here. And there's been some really good anime this season. Wait, are we in spring or are we in fall? Wait, hold up. Guys, did this just come out? Is this the new season or we're now in fall? Wait, so is this the new shit that I haven't seen? Oh, okay. All right, well then let's find out what's here. I'm sorry, I'm retarded.
Yeah, in my opinion so far, 2024 hasn't quite reached the caliber of previous years yet. Not that it's been a bad year for anime by any means, but the last few years it felt like full-on juggernaut years of anime. But fall 2024 could be about to change all that. We've got massive news.
I feel that the shows have been pretty damn good, and also with Netflix adding in a bunch more like very popular animes like Monster and constantly updating Vinland Saga on like their what people can watch list, I feel like it's been pretty good to get caught up on the old shit as well. So personally, I'm not in any anime drought whatsoever. I think the anime scene's great right now. Plus Dandadan just come out, and that shit's fucking peak.
Shows, massive returning shows, hidden gems,
and
more
ReZero.
Shows anyone could reasonably heap
Orb
up
is
with,
the next show I'm watching.
Following a summer anime season full of love and romance, we still have our dose of wholesome romances like Blue Box and what's this? Wait, this is the complete opposite of wholesome. Who the hell would get invested in a love story like?
Damn! Damn! Oh shit!
Oh no.
Oh dude, I have to watch that shit. What is that called? What is that show called? Yakuza? Yakuza Fiance. I need to watch that shit immediately.
Man, don't you hate it when that happens?
Yes, I got really angry immediately. That actively pissed me off the moment I thought that was happening. That was insane. Oh, yo, Guard's doing an ad. Pog. Use the QR code. Use the QR code.
Of a single app compatible with most iOS or Android devices. One thing to be stuck to do is download the app, which you can do by scanning the QR code on screen, and you can just explore some plans here. Now, I travel to America quite a lot, so let's
easy
pick the
VPN.
United States. You can download the Saley app by scanning the QR code on screen or clicking that link in the description. And
yo, boys, check out that QR code right there on the screen to use Giguk and support Giguk use code Giguk. Use code Giguk for 50% off.
You also use coupon code Giguk at checkout for a 15% discount.
Yeah, you should. Use code Giguk.
Let's get back to this season's anime.
Cool.
Well, okay. Seems simple enough.
どこにしようか。そう固くならないで。常盤くんとこれを楽しめるなんて嬉しいな。はい、笑って。
Ladies and gentlemen, they finally made it. Canonically straight yaoi. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Is this for the usual fan base? Is this a hit up a whole new demographic? Or as my wife calls it, is this just yaoi for cowards? All I'm saying is, boys, have you ever looked at your bro and thought, damn, I'm straight but bro's looking good today? Now, what if your
Is there any guy in my life who I ever thought looked good? I would say Will Neff looks fuckable. Lord Aethelstan looks fuckable. Mizkif's mouth sometimes turns me on. I'm not gonna lie. His big old Italian lips. When he was like in like a sexy vampire, you know? Yeah, his mouth looks pretty fuckable. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Bro still looks like a bro, acted like a bro, talks like a bro, but was actually a girl dressed up as a bro. You ever thought how'd that make you feel? Yeah, me neither. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, sometimes it takes a real woman to be best boy.
Yeah.
Summer only gave us a handful of high-profile sequels, but there's certainly not a lack of them this time. Bleach is once again continuing one of the biggest comebacks we've seen in anime. For the gamers, we have Shangri-La.
Here's the thing, man. You cannot pay me enough to watch all of Bleach just to get to the good part at the end, man. I'm not sitting through all of that mid to get to peak. I'm just not. Because there are animes that are peak all the way fucking through. I'm just being real, man. Like, there's too much anime these days to settle for shows that have 6 out of 10 arcs when there are shows that are just 10 out of 10 all the way through. And that's just me. That's just me.
Frontier and Gun Gale Online 2, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 isekai.
You did not just call Soul Society mid. No, bitch. Soul Society's the only good part. And I'll be real. Even for me, the Soul Society arc was an 8 out of 10. People were pretending that shit's a 10 out of 10, and that's just fucking cap. With the anime we have available today, hell no, brother. Hell no.
Are returning, which of course includes the return of ReZero after a 4-year-long wait. It has been a hot minute since I last saw this. I gotta check the patch notes quickly. Okay.
ReZero is so fucking good. Dude, Crunchyroll actually sponsored me to show this in theaters.
I'm not gonna lie, I tried watching the first...
Yeah, Amelia's tits were insane! I thought I was tripping! Like, I did not remember Amelia's titties being that fucking huge! Like, look at that! I swear to God, those did not exist. I swear to God, I knew I was right. Thank God, Gigak. Thought I was a cougar.
What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, I tried watching the first episode of this...
Best decision they ever made.
Then I realized it's been way too long, so I'll probably need a refresher on Season 2 first. Needless to say, this is the only time I can see weebs switching to the dub en masse to prevent subtitles covering up Amelia's character development.
Yep.
Blue Lock. Now, after becoming the top-selling manga of 2023, outselling the likes of Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, even goddamn One Piece, I can say the newest anime really is continuing that legacy, giving us the most faithful adaptation fans could ask for by truly making you feel like you're reading a manga.
Just move! If you got to know it, just move. It's all I want to see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
There's a remake of Ranma continuing the
Guys, if I said this once, I've said this 1,000 times. Blue Lock still is the greatest sports anime ever made. And just read the fucking manga. And I am so sorry for what they did to Season 2. We need a remake. With all the money they made, they need to remake it, bro. It's a joke. Please read the manga. It's really fucking good. The UL 20 arc is fucking insane.
Trend of resurrecting old classics to the modern day, and this is actually perfect for me because I actually have never watched Ranma before, outside of just a few episodes I watched as a kid and I barely have any memory of aside from, was there boobs? We have our usual suspects in the fantasy category. Of course, we get another villainous anime. There's Sid from Eminence in Shadow if he wasn't actually OP, except everyone still believed that he is. I think this is what Crunchyroll sees in their mind's eye when someone mentions High Guardian Spice. Guys, I know we like to look down on that trope of having your protagonist buy slaves even though he's helping them out by letting the slaves join his party. I can understand how that can be a bit morally grey, so how about this protagonist? A guy who completely flips things on his head. See, he doesn't help slaves by buying them, he's helping out his party members by selling them into slavery.
Wow.
Wait, is that how it's supposed to work? Hold on.
That's so nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Where's all the new non-sequel isekai like usual? Is the era of isekai actually coming to an end? What's this one about?
I feel like the isekai anime arc will never end due to the fact that every weeb's #1 fantasy is killing themselves and being revived in a reality they actually don't hate. And that's a really sad thought. You know, that's a really fucking sad thought. Oh, if I kill myself, I can be reborn as a Pokemon master, you know? And then, you know, they wake up and they realize, wait a minute, I didn't wake up at all. Now, this isn't that fun now, is it?
Damn. Even isekai is sick of isekai. Alright, enough of this stuff. What's the actual new hottest show this season?
Yep.
Smells like milk. Kind of looks like milkshake.
Stop. Yep. That's come.
Dandadan. Based on a manga from yet another one of Tatsuki Fujimoto's former assistants.
I'm at chapter 90 now, I believe, and it's still peak all the way through. This show is unbelievably good, and where it's at in the manga to where it's at in the anime right now, you all still haven't even nearly reached how good it truly gets. It's fucking phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
Now, what the hell was this team that he had assembled? A team that has now given us the likes of Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Dandadan, and Spy Family. Bro clearly was just on this team vibing in the corner. Something special must have been happening at that studio to pump out hit after hit after hit, and Dandadan looks like it's standing up with the best of them. Shonen Jump titles can sometimes feel like they're playing things by the book, following the tried and tested formula. So does Dandadan fit that mold?
No.
No. I don't even know how to describe the premise of the opening episode, but it plays out like a fever dream based on an Alex Jones monologue. Aliens, ghosts, psychic powers, spirit mediums, and then there's this old lady who sees a boy and goes,
Stop. Stop.
This anime is anything but by the book, which is why Science Saru is not only the perfect studio to adapt it, but you get the sense that they've gotten their dream project. This is the anime studio equivalent of find someone who matches your freak. The animation is oozing with expression and character through every single goddamn frame of this show, even by their normal standards, and they just keep going every new episode.
So fucking
This
good.
is the show to be watching this season, and if the weirdness doesn't turn you off, you are in for one amazing ride to come. We got another anime original. Let's see what this one's all about. Holy shit, did he just try to... Damn. He does not look like he's in a good place, and the doctors just gave him 2 years to live? Wow. What a way to start the episode. So, this is the story about a man with a terminal illness, huh?
No way.
Okay, so we're doing this now. When I
There's
imagine
no
what would be
way.
a cozy fishing anime, I don't normally associate it with a guy failing neck pull-ups, getting cancer, drowning in crippling debt, and getting scammed by the crypto market. Bro can apparently catch anything except a break. But this one's been interesting. For a series with such
Yeah, but have they felt the pain of a character you really liking having their canon sexuality be erased and them not being lesbian? Because if they haven't experienced real pain like I have.
heavy topics, the vibes have been on point. It kind of reminds me of Welcome to the NHK with a fishing twist, and I'm intrigued to see where this series goes.
どうせもう長くは生きていないんで、人がそんな簡単に死んでたまるかよ。
Did he just call terminal illnesses a skill issue?
我が妹に勝る者などこの世にはいない。
Hey, go on, come get your man.
Hey, this is my man.
Come get your man.
Stop saying it's my man.
Bro, come get your man.
Why does everyone keep telling me that this is my man?
Somehow, this managed to be regression, incest, and
I hope they
NTR
talk about
all in
Orb.
one. Going back in time to avoid marrying a guy who secretly wants to bang his sister. Well, that's
Great.
the beauty of the regression genre. You
Okay.
can go back to being a 15-year-old to redo your life choices. Let's see who the next man in line is.
私はその年齢的に
理想的だ。
I'm just saying mathematically, it's way easier to fuck your sister. I mean, she's like right there, you know? She's in your house. Like, why bother going outside your house to find somebody new when she's like legitimately right there?
Sometimes people can really stretch the definition of a hidden gem, but I've seen almost no talk about this show that has piqued my interest
Yes!
like few other anime have. Orb, on the movements of the earth.
This is my
It's
next on my
15th
watch list.
century Poland, a time when you can get arrested, tortured, burned at the stake simply for researching any heretical beliefs that go against the common sense teaching everyone already knows. God created Earth and thus put it at the center of the universe. Enter Rafał, a genius, logical kid who just wants an easy life with a curious hobby in astronomy. He's going to study theology for an easy life path to further appreciate the teachings of God, until by chance he meets a convicted heretic who blackmails him and gives him something so awful, so dangerous it could get him killed.
What?
An idea. What if the Earth wasn't the center of the universe? The stars didn't revolve around the world, but instead the Earth revolved around the sun. A stupid, nonsensical idea that Rafał immediately dismisses as he goes home confident that he can disprove that idea in a single night. But as he starts thinking, as he starts entertaining the thoughts, mapping out the models, doing everything he can to dismiss the theory only to find himself falling deeper into it, he realizes something terrifying. Shit. What if this idea is actually right? It's rare nowadays that I see a
that's
concept I have never
insane.
seen
That sounds
before,
so
but this one
good.
fit the bill perfectly. A series about dropping the biggest twist on Earth lore in human history while having to keep it secret from the church to avoid death? Sign me the hell up. This is Nicholas Copernicus' Vinland Saga star with some genuinely fantastic storytelling and characters. Outside of Dandadan, this has been the new show I've been excited about the most. Take my
Same.
advice. Go in blind and give this the 3-episode rule and you won't be disappointed. We got
Okay,
yes
fuck
another
yeah.
I Can Fix Him
Hell yeah.
quirky romance story about a girl getting into arranged marriage with a downright psychopath of a man that could only ever lead to the most toxic relationship of all time. You
First of all, this sounds amazing. Second of all, I remember thinking a couple of years ago, maybe like 5-6 years ago, there will never be like a new big show. There will never be like a new show that will really encapsulate the sheer wonder and magic that I felt when I was a kid when I would watch anime, like the Dragon Ball Zs, the Narutos, the One Pieces. You know, I mean, even for me, I really fucking enjoyed Zatch Bell. That's a random fucking show. Or early Yu Yu Hakusho, or Hunter x Hunter. I remember when all of those thoughts, I was like, there's just no way anything's ever going to be that good again. And then I watched a show called Vinland Saga. I'll be real, I dropped it episode 1. Thought it was terrible. Went back, dropped it episode 2. I was like, oh my God, this shit's so mad. Gave it one more shot, got to episode 4, and I said, holy fuck. Holy fuck. That was incredible. Watched the whole season 1, blew my fucking mind, waited patiently for season 2, and that shit was painful. Watched 8 episodes of it, dropped it, picked it back up, finished it, and the ending was phenomenal. Went back, bought all the manga, reread it from chapter 1 to realize the reason why I didn't like it was because I wasn't smart enough to get it. And when I got it, and when I understood that there's 3 characters that are all very close in ideology, and then there's Thorfinn, who is so far away from any of those ideologies, but then once Thorfinn gets it, and he becomes a combination of those 3 ideologies into one, and his path to redemption and becoming the man that his father would have always hated in the idea of trying to do what's best for his father. That show is so many, like 57 layers of the labyrinth deep. The show is so complex. It's so fucking good. And the more you look into it, you realize the better. Wait, sad news for Vinland Saga? Wait. Oh, this is not sad news. This is great news. We want Vinland Saga to end. We don't want this shit to drag out for hundreds of years. We want it to end, and we want it to be good. That's what we want. More people should say, don't drag out your stories. Tell them, and then move to the next. We don't want to do any more of these shows where they go on and on and on. Then tragedy strikes. The author passes away. The series gets discontinued. We want a fucking ending written by the author. We don't want filler. We want things that progress the fucking plot. It is the best thing ever that the series is ending. And it's been peak every single fucking chapter. It's been amazing. And season 2, trust me guys, I get it. I didn't get it either. But where I'm at in the manga, everything that happens in season 2 is done for a reason. That season is so important, and it's so painful, and the most important thing, it's so fucking real. I love Vinland Saga. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because Orb is the next show that is giving me that wonder of maybe this is the new big thing for me again. I can't wait to start that show. It looks so good. The art style is so gritty. The concept of the show is so simple, yet it's so brilliant. And I can't wait to start reading it, man. I actually can't wait.
You don't need to be a genius to see that this is just a bad idea. If you asked him what item best describes him, it'd probably be this. I mean, just look at him. I gotta ask, girls, is this the kind of man you really want?
Absolutely.
Do you really think he can be fixed? I just think that...
Hey, give me that.
Sydney, I'm recording... Hey, get... Sydney!
I am hijacking this video to give you a public service announcement. Ladies, are you tired of the same old boring anime nice guy love interest? Don't you want a fictional man with a little bit of spice to
Yes.
him? A man who's so infatuated with you, so obsessed with you, that he will protect you, keep you safe, even kill for you!
Oh,
in a
yeah.
fictional setting. Sure, he might be a little mentally unstable. Sure,
That's
he might
me.
break a few laws.
I'm
but
like dating
he
that
will
guy.
Worship you like the goddess you are! Like the goddess you deserve to be! Take your boring vanilla
That's me, bro.
protagonists, keep your majestic Prince Charmings. Why do we keep ignoring the undeniable fact that a little bit of crazy is just that
It's
little
awesome.
bit hot? Again, in a fictional setting. So I say to you, we don't want to fix him. We don't want him to be fixed. I hereby declare, I proudly let him ruin my life.
That's right.
I apologize about that, guys. I assure you, we only promote healthy relationships in this household. Okay, let's just move on. What have we got next? More Dan Machi. All right, let's see what we got here.
Damn, bro.
Gentlemen, Are you tired of the same old boring anime nice girl love interest? Mecha-Ude. The story behind this production is almost as interesting as the story of the show itself. The brainchild of Sae Okamoto, a young, ambitious animator who had a dream of directing her own anime. She put together a team and a Kickstarter, raising $65,000 to fund a pilot, which after years of delays and struggles, her and her newly formed studio Trife managed to complete it. But the dream didn't end there. That was clearly just a stepping stone to a much grander vision, which they announced last year to confirm that a full anime series was in production. And now, 8 years after the original Kickstarter, this is what they have to show for it.
It looks pretty sick. Okay.
One quick look, and you can immediately tell what the influences are. Glorious, over-the-top action, wearable limbs that are also sentient, Hiroyuki Sawano doing the soundtrack. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought this was an offshoot team from Studio Trigger,
Yeah, it
but
looks
that
good as
doesn't
fuck.
stop it from standing out from 90% of the other anime you usually see. It's a loud, in-your-face, bombastic action show that wears its influence on its sleeve, fueled by the passion of the people behind it. This project is clearly a dream come true for the creators involved, and while the plotline might not be something we haven't seen before, I am sincerely hoping they are able to pull off something special, so I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this.
Innovate on the
Hey,
genre. You don't have to
harem
reinvent
anime
the
where
wheel.
a
Who
guy
cares?
moves into a shrine and has to pick one of 3 lovely shrine maiden sisters to marry. I think I've seen this exact plotline like 5 times before. One of them was Temperu, and the other 4 were definitely hentai. This feels like an anime that jumped straight out of the mid-2000s. The first 10 minutes was a goddamn speedrun of every cliche harem anime trope you could think of. This could be a nice comfort show, but it's gonna need to do something a bit different to really hook me. Editor, can you rewind back just a bit? And again? That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen. Another show revolving around...
I don't get why people are into sneezes. It's just weird, guys. It's just, you know, it's just weird.
getting married? Is anime trying to tell me something?
結婚ってそんなにいいものなのかな。俺は結婚するって言って指輪をはめてただそれだけだよ。結婚ってそんなにすごいことなのか。
Here we have 2 co-workers who decide to stage an entire fake marriage, lying to their co-workers, lying to their parents, going through an entire season-long Kaguya-style plan, all because they're afraid of
that
being
Persona?
transferred to Anchorage, Alaska.
Was that not Joker?
Shout out to the 10 anime fans in Anchorage catching strays. Honestly, I'm just happy to see more romance anime with adult characters. This is the type of setting we need more of, not yet another...
Dude, I've been saying this for years. Persona 6 is them in college. Fuck, that'd be so good. Or better yet, Persona 6 is the same setting as Catherine. You know, a bunch of depressed dudes in a bar. It would be fucking awesome.
High school romance with socially awkward teenagers. This time we got 2 socially awkward adults so adverse to social interactions, they'd rather fake a relationship than just tell their boss they don't want to move to Alaska.
Holy fuck.
So, you know, way more mature. Alright, an all-new original Dragon Ball that was the very last thing Akira Toriyama was working on before he... Hold on a second.
I ain't watching that.
Sorry about that, I had to shut my window. I could hear the entire continent of South America from here. Seeing Toei splicing highlights of the Blue Arc with modern animation, I get the feeling it's only a matter of time before they decide to do a modern remake. But this time, the entire cast have been turned into kids in what looks like a new adventure with OG Dragon Ball vibes. Not gonna lie though, Goku being a kid isn't gonna stop his fans from saying, well, you know, he's still strong, he can still beat All Might, he can still beat Gojo. Well, Dragon Ball fans, maybe, but can he beat this?
Okay. Has anybody seen Dragon Ball Daima? Is it good? I don't know, man. After GT, and trust me, I watched the whole thing in GT. I enjoyed it when I was a kid, but looking back on it, it was so bad. It is good. It's legit OG, not DBZ. It's okay so far. It's actually really good. Why would you think it's like GT? Because all the characters are kids again. All right, fuck, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
毎朝一番に来て誰よりも練習してあんなに悔しいって感情も持
That
ってる
fade
のに
away is insane.
猪俣くんどうしたの
Ah, woman basketball.
Last season we had a jam-packed, all-you-can-eat buffet of great romance anime to pick from, and this season's heavy hitter seems to be this. Blue Box. I know I said earlier I was looking for a romance outside of a school setting, but I might just have to make an exception for this one because this was a full-on insulin shot straight into my veins. Not only does it clearly have high production values,
Damn, bro.
especially among the other blue anime, but
I don't know why the fuck I thought that was me.
especially among the other blue anime, but it also
I don't know
really
why I
looks
thought
like
that
they
was
are
me.
not shying away from the sports aspect of this show either. You've got your tournament arcs, Promise Goes to Nationals, an adorable romance brewing between two characters dedicated to their sports. This looks like a real 50-50 split between a sports anime and a romance drama. Manga readers have talked this one up, so I'm expecting a lot of good things, and I'm interested to see how they end up tying the romance to them hitting their goals.
雑念が入るたび腹筋30回しよう。
あれもう行くの春休みなのに早い
Holy
ね
There's a
shit!
show called Kimi wa Meiro-sama, or the official English name, You Are Miss Servant. A great name because as someone who knows a little bit of Japanese, I can confirm
Dude, I've had a horrible addiction to like big tittied Victorian maids in anime. There was this hentai made like 10 years ago about this Victorian maid, and it ruined my life, bro. Like, just a absolute obsession with this fucking, with this dress style. I don't know if you guys know, she got she a Victorian maid. She got blonde hair. Her titties are fucking enormous. Let me see if I can pull her up. Blonde Victorian maid hentai. What if I can find it? Maria no Hoshi. Yeah, this is the one. Bro. This chick obliterated my life for months. I'm talking about dedicated gooning to just this one hentai for months. This shit fucked me up. Even worse. This is so insane to say. I would have this is so bad. Fuck, this is so embarrassing. But it's fine. I would have women jerk me off and blow me while I watch this on the TV in their room. Because I was so down bad for this hentai. I was so down bad for this hentai, bro. Yep. It was bad. It was bad, bro. Don't blame you. I can't be the only guy who's ever done that. I cannot be the only guy who's ever done that. I swear to God, it cannot be that rare. What, bro? I mean, what, bro? On the big screen? Yes, dude. That shit was awesome. That shit was awesome. Whatever.
it's pretty hard to find an accurate translation of the word Meiro. Can't think of any word at all. This is basically Violet Evergarden meets that crazy maid from Black Lagoon. It's cute, but also she's a kudere, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to connect with her that much.
変わらず味の良し悪しの判別なんてつきはしない
On second thought, she might fit right into trash taste. For anyone looking for a
Nice.
magical girl anime, we got Acro Trip, aka PG-13 gushing over magical girls. But the one I got my eye on is Magi Lumiere, for a satirical, grounded take of magical girls where they fight the biggest evil of all. Corporate management. This may be a magical girl anime with fantasy elements, but I don't think we're gonna get a more true-to-life representation of the job hiring process in the modern day.
仕事はないか金がない
I stand corrected. This one was surprisingly enjoyable. You've got an all-powerful demon lord with unmatched potential, a mastery of deadly magic, is able to bend the entire world to his will. He gets resurrected 500 years later into a cyberpunk world where his legacy is forgotten, his followers have moved
This
on,
screams
and technology has
mid,
rendered his
but we'll
all-powerful
say.
magic completely useless.
I've seen this- I
Motherfucker
think I've
just
seen
got the
this show 1,000
true Zoltrack
times.
experience. It's a mishmash of such a wide variety of tropes, genres, and settings, and somehow it works. You're seeing Anos Voldigode getting humbled and being forced to
Maybe it's
survive
better
in the
than its
world of
predecessors,
Cyberpunk
who knows?
2077, where the show asks, what can even a demon lord do when he has no job prospects, no qualifications, no experience to speak of, and no
MC
practical
looks sick.
skills that would be useful at all?
こんばんもさんどうも上名のものと
He becomes a streamer?
This is getting a bit too real. The corporate
Oh, I
experience
have to
doesn't
watch
end
that.
there,
That's
though, as we have an
hilarious.
anime about an unlikely duo rising up to become
Oh,
the
that's
world's
insane.
first trillionaires. Their secret? Spend all their early investments on stupidly expensive office chairs like this. Like, okay, I'm not looking for the most realistic story in the world, but how's that gonna help?
Oh no. Oh,
These guys are going to be trillionaires, I tell you. They know exactly what they're doing. This is 100%
Buku bucks,
based on
baby.
reality. Like how a lot of the internet reacted to this.
Buku
When you hear a
bucks.
title like My Wife Became an Elementary School Student, you're probably going to be like, damn. They're letting Drake fund anime now? But anyone who actually watches this will realize this is a ridiculous title that misrepresents the type of show that this is. 10 years on, after a man lost his wife to illness, he and his daughter have never gotten over it. A shadow of the people they used to be, nothing has truly filled that hole that their wife and mother had left when she passed away. Until one day, when she shows up at the door as a reincarnated 10-year-old kid. Except, no. The family gets a second chance to spend precious time together. The father rediscovers his purpose. The daughter gets her motherly role model back that she was missing, but as
I feel like people could make this show really weird, but this seems very heartwarming. This seems like actually a very innovative show, and it would probably really fuck people up who've experienced like a big loss in their family. I'm very grateful. I've never experienced a big loss. I think the biggest loss I've ever experienced was my grandmother, but even then we weren't like super duper close. So, I mean, I feel like this show is actually probably pretty nice.
As the episodes play out, you feel this melancholic atmosphere. We're all armed with the knowledge that these happy times can't last forever. Eventually, they're going to have to face the reality of the situation, and you're sitting there, prepping your heart for when that ball's finally going to drop. It's a story about coping with the loss of a loved one and how to move on from that. And while the title is bait as hell, it could have been worse. I mean, what if it was this exact title, except, oh. Oh no. Uzumaki. Junji Ito is one of the most
I heard this shit was awesome, and then episode 2 fell off. Guys, Uzumaki, I bought it at a store for $18. It's a hardcover that's like this big. I'm gonna just read this shit, bro. Like, are we really that lazy we can't read one volume to experience Uzumaki?
most influential mangakas in the horror world, producing some of the most unnerving, terrifying stories you can find in the medium. True works of art that deserve an anime that give them justice. But time after time after time
I don't know who that bitch is, but like,
after time
does she have sex? Because okay, I'll fuck with this bitch. Where is she from? Tomi? Okay, I need to read that. All right, great.
after time again, people have attempted to adapt his work, and every single time without fail, it has resulted in an anime that was more cursed than the stories it was adapting. That is, until 5 years ago, a trailer was released on what is arguably his magnum opus, Uzumaki. And the most terrifying thing about this was, unthinkably, it actually looked good. This was it. The last chance. If this didn't work, there was no hope in hell a good adaptation could ever be done. Just one more time, we can hope. Then, radio silence for 5 whole years. Until today, when I'm proud to say they finally did it. They actually did it, boys. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's unnerving. It's everything a Junji Ito adaptation should be. They did it. They really did it. I hate everything.
Alright, dude. Leave Blue Lock alone, man. Come on, bruh. Leave Blue Lock alone.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much this month to Author Curtis XD.
Bro, Giguk is the fucking man. He really is. Yo, boys, go give his video a like and a comment and give the channel a subscribe. He's so good at what he does. He's a great fucking guy. Just makes insane fucking content. It's so good, it's fucking ridiculous. Great video, man. I'm gonna be real. Once I finish up Monster, I got 20 episodes left. I'm almost done. I'm gonna start Orb, and then I'm probably gonna start that Yakuza show. That shit looks awesome. Looks really fucking good. See you on the next one.